Labor Day soccer weekend here at Zions Bank Stadium. The Tacoma Defiance come into Zions Bank Stadium to take on the Real Monarchs. I'm Landon Southwick, tonight solo on the call, and we'll check out the match storylines for tonight's matchup between these two sides. And this game should be pretty exciting. 11 all-time meetings between these two sides. Monarchs hold the record 7-2-1, with the last 4 going the Monarchs' way. Tacoma playing the 5th away game out of 9 straight away games, and a grueling task for them. Monarchs are winless at home in 2020, and that is a huge story since this team has always held this place, Zions Bank Stadium, as a fortress. We'll see if that changes tonight. Let's check out the player to watch for the visiting team tonight, Ethan Dobler. And he's a homegrown player for the Seattle Sounders. Made his MLS debut in late July 29th, replacing Jordan Morris. And he's making his first USL start of 2020 after making 7 appearances for the Defiance in his career. Player to watch on the opposite side, Dayon Harris, 20th overall pick in the 2020 draft for Real Salt Lake, spending time with the Monarchs, 6 appearances, 1 assist on the season, Canadian Youth International, and a guy that has a lot of speed and someone the Defiance should keep an eye on tonight. We'll be back with starting lineups after this break. Tonight's match is brought to you by America First Credit Union, the official credit union of the Real Monarchs, by MarketStar. Explore something more at MarketStar. Visit marketstar.com for careers. By Steward Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of the Real Monarchs. Visit stewardutah.org. And by Zions Bank, for banking that helps you tackle every financial challenge. Zions Bank is for you.
We all have needs, hopes, and dreams. Things to do, places to go, and a life to live. And whatever goals you have, America First is here to help you achieve them. We're here to provide the financial tools and services you need to take care of your family, your home, or your business. We're here to help you keep moving forward. Whatever you need for what matters most, we're here to help. America First, federally insured by NCUA.
Hey Justin, Jeanette, what's going on?
Hey DJ, we're just trying to find out ways to keep fans in RSL gear.
And I'm contemplating how to use this F-150 to fight hunger in Utah.
Oh, I got it. Have this sweet RSL neck wrap. And thanks to Ford, you can have one too. All proceeds are going to go to help the Utah Food Bank feed families in need. We're hoping to raise $50,000.
Fashion that fights hunger? Now this is a winning combination. Can I get a high five?
Really?
Nice day for a ride.
Hey, you're Craig Swat.
You know, not everyone sees you when you're on 2 wheels. So stay alert and always keep your eyes on the path ahead.
That's good advice.
See you at the top.
Nice shorts.
You can't always predict what might sneak up and catch you by surprise. If you've been hurt by the carelessness of others, choose the law firm that will go the distance to get you the settlement you deserve. Craig Swap and Associates, one call, that's all.
We're back live here at Zions Bank Stadium. Let's check out the starting lineup for both sides, starting with the visitors. Tonight's starting lineup is brought to you by MarketStar. Explore something more at MarketStar. Visit marketstar.com for careers. In goal tonight's the loanee from Toronto FC2, Klinowski. Across the back line from left to right, Heinz, Rogers, Mueller, Burt Gilroy in the midfield, Kitahara, Dobler, Vargas, Robles, and Gonzalez, and up top is Diaz And let's check out the starting lineup for the Monarchs and the side that Hamas and Olave is going to put out. A side that we've seen from this team before. In goal, Jimmy Slayton in his first year. From left to right, Powder, Jimenez, Moberg, and Brody. In the midfield, Arriaga, Mulholland, Blake, and Harris. And then up top for the Monarchs, Sierakowski and Kyle Coffey. And a solid bench for the Monarchs as well. In support of compassion, players, coaches, and crowd are currently standing in a moment for a moment of silence, united against racism. Again, we'd like to thank all those of you tuning in tonight on ESPN Plus as well as on Sirius XM Radio for a wonderful Friday night of soccer here in Harriman, Utah, just south of Salt Lake City and west of Rio Tinto Stadium, home of Real Salt Lake. It's a beautiful evening for soccer. Temperatures were in the mid-90s today, kind of starting to cool off as we're underway here at Zions Bank Stadium. Monarchs are going to be moving from right to left, or north to south here at Zions Bank Stadium. They're wearing their all-blue kits, while Tacoma Defiance wearing their white tops, black shorts, and white socks. Monarchs will swing it along their back line. Noah Powder, Luis Arriaga. Little simple touch and a big giveaway. Robles going forward. He's going to try to get it wide, but Andrew Brody cut that one off, and he'll go forward. Going towards the midfield line, playing it wide to Dayon Harris. Harris goes forward, and to grounds is Heinz, making sure that Dayon Harris can't go forward. First minute of play here. This crowd on hand here, socially distancing, wearing masks, of course. Ball played inside the box. Heinz is going to let that one slip out the backside. Chased out will be Burke Gilroy. We'll take a quick throw into Mueller. Mueller back to him. He'll play it forward, looking for the likes of Diaz. And James Moberg, the University of Washington product, is there to make sure that one doesn't go any further. Monarchs not in the best form as of recent, coming into tonight 1-6-1 on the season, 4 points, and really just looking for something to get started. As Powder gets around a couple defenders, shoulders off another player inside the box towards Jack Blake. Jack Blake takes a deflection off him, and it'll go forward to Defiance. Defiance trying to counter here. Ball forward. Jimenez will track it down. He'll look back to his keeper, and he'll play it all the way back to Jimmy Slayton. Here's a Hartford product. He'll play it forward, up towards the midfield stripe. And Kyle Coffey battling with Mueller. Sam Rogers, the other center back for tonight's match. Tacoma coming into tonight's match 2-5-1, having not had a game in the past 2 weeks. We're supposed to play on Sunday. Game was postponed due to COVID test concerns with Tacoma, or with Portland Timbers 2, who they had beat twice on the season. They'll make up that game on the 12th at 7 p.m. at Timbers 2. Ball out, and it'll be a throw-in for Andrew Brody. Andrew Brody on the far side, recently back from a loan from Austria, in the Austrian 3rd division for FC Pinzgau-Selfelden, where he had a successful run. And that team felt like they should have been promoted, but were kind of gypped in this situation. One of the unique clubs in the world, a fan-owned club. And he can join. Ball's going to be played along the back line of Tacoma. Sneaking into the midfield. Ball out wide, not quite on the same page as Gonzalez. His outside back, Heinz. Monarchs with throwing in their own defensive third. Academy players sitting behind the goal for the Monarchs tonight. Kind of one of those fun situations here at Zions Bank Stadium, having the ability to have these Academy players check out games night in and night out, whether it's Real Salt Lake or the Real Monarchs. The academy season is kind of in that weird situation right now due to COVID. Ball played back to the keeper of Tacoma. Currently on loan from Toronto FC2. Ball played forward, good ball. Bert Gilroy, can he get on the end of it? Cannot, and it'll go out for a Monarchs throw-in. Dobler will let Noah Powder take the throw-in. Tacoma keep the pressure high on the Monarchs, trying to see if they can keep them in their own defensive third. Powder. Arriaga checks to him, then forward to Sierrakowski. Flick header, not far enough. Rogers is going to play it forward. Battle in the back, header won by the Monarchs. Sierrakowski brings it down, picks up his head, sees Mulholland. Mulholland's going to go through the center circle, plays it forward to Dayon Harris. Not in a position that Dayon Harris can get it. If it would just have been a touch wider, as you can see, he would have had a chance for a run on goal. He's going to go back to the keeper. 5th minute of play, still scoreless here. Both teams have really kind of struggled to find goals. Tacoma scoring most of their goals in the couple games where they played Portland Timbers 2 as the offside flag comes up. As Diaz was trying to run onto that one. 4 goals, 1 assist on the season for him, an academy product. The 18-year-old having himself a solid season. Plays for the Puerto Rican U20 side. Jimenez with the reset. He'll go wide to Powder here on the near side. Into the middle to Arriaga. Arriaga still in space. Powder elects to go backwards towards Moberg. Jimenez plays a big ball forward. Sierrakowski in a position. The flag's up.
Open up, Sam!
As the offside flag is up, and it'll be pretty far up. It'll be a free kick for Tacoma Defiance. Tune in to KMYU Sunday at 5:30 p.m. to catch RSL against Minnesota United. Big duck hunting. Taking on the Loons. Good ball movement there from Tacoma. The flag's up, but we've already seen some dangerous movement by Tacoma so far, as we've seen the combination between Vargas and Diaz. Moberg, as you can see, Chris Little, head coach in his 2nd season with Tacoma Defiance, also the academy director of coaching. Coffey, he's going to get the ball in space. Coffey has numbers. Can he find Sierrakowski inside the box and cut off by Tacoma Defiance? But the Monarchs with a good opportunity there. Chris Little's up, giving something to the 4th official, not agreeing with the flag not coming up on the far side. It'll be the first corner of the match for either side, and the Monarchs will take it. Noah Powder's going to trot out to take the corner kick. Monarchs going to bring numbers forward. As Vargas is going to sit at midfield in kind of an interesting play, trying to stretch the field, see if Tacoma can counter. 8th minute of play. Noah Powder will take the corner kick on the far side. He's going to swing it in with his left foot. Ball swung in towards Sierrakowski, gets his head on it, puts it up over the crossbar. Real Monarchs and the Tacoma Defiance have come together to recognize the fight for equality and diversity and inclusivity by using the first 7 minutes of tonight's match to honor the ongoing movement around social injustice and the needs for positive change in our sport and in our society. What you're seeing here comes just days after the unveiling of Black Players Alliance, an organization reorganized by the USL and the USLPA with a mission to educate and empower its members to use their platforms to affect positive change in their communities throughout the league. play will resume. The goal kick coming for Tacoma Defiance. 10th minute of play. Scoreless between these two sides. Monarchs in Group C. In the group scenario right now. Sitting in the fourth place in Group C. And really haven't been in great form and haven't had a chance to show. Last year's defending champion is yet to kind of catch on. But still, interestingly enough, in a position to make the 2020 playoffs. Tacoma, on the other hand, sitting in third place in Group A, behind Reno and Sacramento. 7 points, 10 points trailing behind Sacramento. Powder trying to find Sierakowski. He takes a crack forward. It's going to get pinged back to Jimenez. Monarchs in their own half. Out wide to Brody. Jack Blake, the captain, picks up his head, looking for options. Monarchs coming off a 2-1 loss. El Paso.
Keep your shape.
And Tacoma coming off a 3-1 loss to the Lights of Las Vegas. Brody going forward, plays it forward, trying to find Dayon Harris. Harris is going to turn on the Jets. Inside the box, trying to get around the defender. As Heinz does a good job to make sure he stayed in front of that. Push it out for a second corner kick of the match. Jack Blake will trot out to take this corner kick here in the 12th minute. Noah Powder and Jack Blake, the two set piece takers for the Monarchs. Look for Jimenez and Moberg, top of the area. Blake will serve this one in. Cluster inside, finds Jimenez! Jimenez off the woodwork! And it almost looked like it was in. But Klinowski kept it out, pushed it up off the woodwork. As we're gonna see a replay look at that one. Beautiful ball in. Jimenez was all alone, lost his defender, heads it down. Klinowski pushes it up off the woodwork. And it'll result in another corner kick for the Monarchs. Blake will take it a second time in a row. He'll swing this one in towards the area, punched out by the keeper. Good job there. Ball out wide. Opportunity coming. Vargas takes a shot off the bar. Second opportunity. Deflected by the Monarchs. Man alive, Tacoma Defiance almost found the first goal of the game moments after the Monarchs almost scored. An intense sequence. Vargas takes a shot, and it was just wide, and the rebound came right back. But Luis Arriaga was there to push it away. First corner kick of the match coming for Tacoma Defiance. It'll come from the far side. It's going to be swung in by Gonzalez. Gonzalez puts it in, pushed away by the Monarchs, kept in by Bert Gilroy. He's going to take a crack, takes a deflection off Sierakowski. Monarchs going to try to counter. If they can get going, they might have numbers. Ball behind from Luke Mulholland, behind Jack Blake. Ball out wide to Vargas. Action is picked up here in the last few minutes, here in the 14th minute of play. The throw in for the Monarchs is Luke Mulholland. Smacks his hand together in frustration as his ball was fairly behind Jack Blake. What could have been a decent counterattack for the Monarchs. Noah Powder. He'll throw it in, looking for Sierakowski. Arriaga gets ahead on it. And Rogers tries to play it back. Not heavy enough, but Mueller is paying attention and pushes it back to the keeper. Tacoma's going to keep possession. If you'd like to join in the conversation with us tonight, find me on Twitter. Love to hear your thoughts. Hit me with the tweets at Landon Southwick. We'll have a conversation as I'll try to keep my Twitter open throughout the night. Rogers in, trying to find Vargas. Jack Blake had defenders right next to him as Sierakowski and Blake not quite on the same page.
Daddy, come on, a little bit better quality. Come on, Daddy. Relax, enjoy it.
Klinowski in his first game here for Tacoma Defiance.
Break the lights out. Break the lights.
Christian Herrera had played keeper. Was recalled from his loan just recently. Former Real Monarchs player, as well as RSL Academy player. Oberg. Looking for options. He'll play it back to Jimmy Slayton. Slayton looking for his first professional clean sheet still. Ball played through. Dayon Harris will chase it down. Mueller gets there first. Taylor Mueller, a mainstay in the USL Championship. 17,000 minutes played. The second all-time in minutes played in the USL Championship is Josh Suggs. Or excuse me, is first in the USL Championship. Recently moving into second place is Josh Suggs with 15,000. 17,000 minutes played. University of Washington product and a local. Back with the Sounders too. Kind of a cool situation for him as he is transitioning to be an academy coach. As you're going to see the refs, Brandon Stevis, Bennett Savage, Callie Smith, and Jordan Downs. Our center referee's done 8 USL Championship matches. 26 yellows, 1 red, and 4 PKs, with 2 of those PKs coming in the last game he refed. Something to keep an eye on. 17th minutes. The sun has finally set. It's a heavy touch there from Noah Powder. He's going to have to track back. Diaz makes a nice run. Vargas coming around him. Diaz comes through. Ball knocked back. It'll go all the way back to the waiting feet of Jimmy Slayton. Join us Wednesday, September 9th, right here at Zions Bank Stadium for a Rocky Mountain clash with the Colorado Switchbacks FC. Tickets are limited, so call 844-REAL-TIX or visit realmonarchs.com now. Powder to Mulholland, all the way back to Slayton. Both sides relatively healthy. There's no injuries tonight for Tacoma Defiance.
Enjoy it.
They do have a smaller bench tonight, as they're not fielding their 18th member of their team. Bench tonight for Tacoma Defiance. The keeper, Conrad Lee. Defender, Danny Reynolds. Alex Villanueva, Colin Fernandez, Jesus Perez, and Ray Serrano is the bench for the Defiance. Sierkowski is off by a couple yards. Ambitious at best. Monarchs benches Beavers, the keeper. Farnsworth, Brown, Avila, Davis, Gallardo, and Vasquez. Both these sides known for the quality of their academy teams. And one thing of note that I think has to be said is you have to think these two sides obviously have completely different strategies in the way they've used academy players, but both have produced academy players that have produced results for the first team. Sounders and Real Salt Lake played on this week, the 2-2 draw here in Salt Lake on Wednesday nights. Conversation being had. Sierkowski and our center referee.
Wait for the spaces to open. Come on.
Play will be reset. Ball is going to be played along the back line of the Defiance.
This way.
It's Kitahara. It's kind of slotted in between the center backs. Kitahara is going to push forward back into the midfield. Dayon Harris dispossess the Defiance. Jack Blake picks up his head. Lots of space in front of him. Finds Arriaga out wide. Arriaga has a couple options. Can he switch? Big switch to Mulholland. Mulholland towards the touchline. Mulholland picks up his head. Lots of options. Plays it inside the box and cut off by Tacoma. With the fourth corner kick coming for the Monarchs. A lot of options, but he elected to play in through the 6, and it was cut off directly by the Defiance defense.
Hey, so Dayon, drop in the Dayon.
The captain, Blake,
Luis on
the
top.
Englishman, will step out to swing it in with his right foot. Ball played in, looping in towards Jimenez. Jimenez gets a second opportunity on goal. This one he's unable to redirect as it goes way up and over the crossbar. Kyle Coffey and our center referee having a conversation. Be something that just didn't seem right between those two guys, or between the pass situation. 21st minute. Goal kick coming for Tacoma. Tacoma is 3-1 on the road this season, but in the midst of a long road stretch. What's never easy for a side, having to play a lot of games on the road. Slayton's gonna play it forward, has to rush it to get it away. 17-year-old Dobler making his first real touches of the match. Jack Blake going forward, running at the defense. Dayon Harris wide of him. Forward to Dayon Harris. Dayon Harris in the box, tries to push it across, takes a deflection. Arriaga keeps it in. Arriaga to Sierkowski, takes another deflection as Rogers went to ground to make sure that one didn't go towards goal. Bullet dodged there. Diaz slows things up. Jimenez in front of him. Jimenez goes right through Diaz. A good job there by the center back, Argentine, to make sure Diaz did not have an opportunity to move forward the rate he has been. Still scoreless, but a lot of action so far. Andrew Brody got a little out of control there. 17-year-old Mueller. Bad giveaway there from Jack Blake. Ball played forward. Now Diaz not in a position to run forward onto that one. The attacking unit of the Defiance. 19, 18, 19. It's kind of the three attacking players of Tacoma. And it really is kind of that all around the roster, except for in the defense where you have Taylor Mueller at 31, Nick Heinz at 22, and Burke Gilroy at 22 as well. All out wide again to Dayon Harris. He's able to keep it in. Harris picks up his head, plays it inside the box, trying to find Kyle Coffey. And it'll be knocked up and over for a corner kick. Monarchs getting the corner kicks. Now can they capitalize on those corner kicks? This will be the 5th of the first half through 23 minutes. This time they'll switch it up, as Noah Powder will take another corner kick for the Monarchs. His first corner kick didn't beat the first man. We'll see if he can find someone in this opportunity. Powder from the far side. He's gonna swing it in with his left foot. Ball looping in towards everybody. Jack Blake started to flip and throw a scissor kick, but he'll be called for the foul. There was a clog of players around him, and we'll check out the replay here on his opportunity. Like he was gonna go for the bicycle kick, not the scissor. But a lot of traffic right in front of him.
Get on the ball. There you go.
Both teams desperately need some points. 1 point is nice, 3 points is excellent. Ball up over top. Slayton has to come off his line. Robles. Oberg, wide to Sierkowski. Picks up his head into Coffey. Good combination there for the Monarchs. Mulholland He sees Dayon Harris, and Dayon Harris has been running up and down that right side. He's inside the box, cuts back to his left foot, trying to get it across to Sierakowski, who is on the opposite side of the 18. Just did not hit it with enough pace. RSL makes their long-awaited return to the Riot to face last year's MVP Carlos Vela and LAFC on September 9th. Catch all the action right here on the KSL TV app with the pregame starting at 7 p.m. Dayon Harris to Jack Blake on top of the 18. The captain out wide to Brody. Brody cups back, slips, but able to get it to Blake. Out wide again to Harris. Harris plays it inside the box. Arriaga! Glancing header from Luis Arriaga and a little salsa as he puts that one in the back of the net, and the Monarchs take a lead here in the 26th minute of play on a glancing header by Luis Arriaga. Beautiful combination play. As Dayon Harris put it in perfectly, and Arriaga was just able to glance it off the side of his head into the side pockets on the far side of the goal. And the Monarchs take a lead here at Zions Bank Stadium. It's something they really haven't done this season, and it'll be interesting to see how they handle the lead. Tacoma Defiance have not been shut out here in 2020. How will they respond? Assist is going to go to Harris. Arriaga with the goal. Arriaga with his first goal of 2020. He's looked active tonight so far. Ball out wide. Heinz. He'll go forward. Heinz, good combination play. Tries to get the return pass. Jimenez almost put it right back in his path. Arriaga is kind of having all the luck. Takes a deflection. He'll get the ball right back. And he'll play it wide to Powder. Monarchs look like they have a little more confidence than they have at times. Sierakowski, fancy footwork. Powder will elect to play it back into the Monarchs' half. Boberg tries to hit it across the field. Looked like it was going to Jimenez, but it goes sailing over his head, and it'll be out for a throw-in. Backline. Mueller to Rogers.
Start again then. Start again. Start again.
Tara. To Robles. Danny Robles, 2 goals, 2 assists on the season. 25 appearances for Tacoma Defiance. Playing since 2015 or 2018 since with this side. 29th minute of play, Monarchs lead 1-0, courtesy of a goal in the 26th minute by Luis Arriaga, the homegrown product for Real Salt Lake. Like I mentioned, this is one of the times where you see a lot of this excitement, where there's a lot of homegrown players on the pitch, guys that first teams hope step up and show that they're the best player on the pitch. Andrew Brody, an academy player, playing it across, trying to find Sierakowski. He'll chase it down. He's going to try to keep it in. Does to Powder. Powder quickly over to Jack Blake. Into Arriaga. Heavy touch. Gets it back to Blake. Blake shot just over the bar. As Jack Blake uncorked his hips and put a screamer as it was bouncing just over the woodwork here in the 29th.
Okay, Luke,
See a replay look of that one. Nice combination play between Arriaga and Blake. Arriaga's ball wasn't perfect, but it was one of those that Jack Blake had the confidence to come through and slash at it, uncorking his hips, putting it just over the bar.
No, we're wrong, come on!
Dayon Harris, he's been really active. Arriaga wide of him. Arriaga picks up his head. As runners inside the box towards goal. And I don't know if that was meant as a cross or a shot, but it looked almost like a shot. As we're going to take a hydration break here in the 30th minute of play. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts all year long by following the Real Monarchs or the Tacoma Defiance on ESPN.com. Search for the clubs, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on the next match for both sides. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. You can check out some highlights for the match so far. Both teams have had opportunities, and look at a corner kick early on in the match as Jimenez headed it towards goal, but a nice save there by the keeper. And then on the opposite side, you'll see that here in a second, a big opportunity right off the counter from Vargas as he plays it in, hits the bar, and then the deflection comes right back to Gonzalez. But it is knocked away by Arriaga, who is Johnny on the spot. And then the final highlight we'll check out is the goal from the Monarchs as Dayon Harris puts it right in the waiting path of Arriaga, who had a nice little run darting towards goal and just glanced it away as Mueller was on the defense, just was not quite tight enough on him to make sure that one didn't go in. Fun to see. If you're a Monarchs fan, if you're a Defiance fan, so far things just haven't been completely there. Opportunities, yes. Goals, no. Sometimes that takes time to come. Las Vegas takes center stage August 25th with the Lights FC take on Orange County SC on ESPN Deportes. Looking to maintain the pace set in Group B, both the Lights and Orange County SC face a must-win on the national stage. Don't miss the drama unfold August 25th at 10 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Deportes. 32nd minute of play, coming back from the hydration break. Both sides getting a chance to get some instruction from both coaching staffs. It's one of those unique things of 2020, and 2020 really just isn't that normal year, and we've seen a lot of different changes and adjustments. The groups here in 2020. Also now it's not 5 yellow cards, it's 8 yellow cards for suspension. Sierakowski with the high pressure. And it'll go off him as Burke Gilroy tried to play it forward. And it'll be a goal kick. Quickly taken. Heinz. Gonzalez. Foul call. As Dobler goes down. And he really just hasn't inserted himself into the match, having made an appearance with the Sounders, his MLS debut on July 29th, coming on for Jordan Morris. 17 years old, 7 appearances last year for the Tacoma Defiance. Ball played inside the box, kind of bouncing around awkwardly. Diaz gets it to his teammate. Vargas takes a shot. Excuse me, Gonzalez takes a shot. Slayton will collect. 34th minute. Monarchs up 1-0.
You ready, son?
I mentioned a fair share of fans on the hand here at Zions Bank Stadium. Catching some Usl Championship action. Sierakowski trying to get a little fancy, goes out of play. Ball back from Burke Gilroy. He plays it right out of play.
Come on, back down, come on,
this little up.
Archie, pick it up.
Trying to get his players make the right decisions. Powder, he'll rush forward. Powder. And the Monarchs going to apply a little high pressure. Arriaga is going to go towards the keeper. Quickly played forward. Sierakowski heads it to Powder, who was way high. Powder probably could have been called for the foul. Does not get the whistle blown. It'll go out. Vargas will take the throw in.
Good, between lines, Ethan.
Both sides seem pretty evenly matched
Double 10, Ethan.
so far in this match. Since 1947, Select has been the leader of soccer ball quality and Innovation selected as the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Ball's played too far forward. It'll be a goal kick for the Monarchs. Dobler will get it in the corner, picks up his head. He'll look to play it back to Slayton. Slayton quickly plays it forward. Didn't want to have much of that. Powder's going to let it bounce. Wait for the throw-in. Powder calling for runners. Coffee. Another University of Washington product. Syracuse, Utah native. Rogers. With it at his feet, he'll play it back to the keeper.
Take the space.
2 wins for Tacoma, coming against Portland, a 3-0 victory and a 4-0 victory. Those took place in July and early August. Back-to-back games. 1 in Tacoma and 1 in Portland. Vargas, nice job getting the ball on that one. Burke. Gilroy. Back to Rogers. Kitahara. Out wide. Dayon Harris defends him. We'll play across the line. Mueller to Rogers. Rogers, nice little open up by Gonzalez. Played inside the box. Jimenez there. Or excuse me, Vargas played it across. But Jimenez was there to cut it off. Quickly taken. Powder's going to play it off Vargas, and it'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs. Upcoming matches for for Tacoma. Tonight at the Monarchs. Saturday, next Saturday the 12th, at the Timbers 2, and at Reno, and at Sacramento, and finally back home on Sunday, September 27th, to take on the Timbers 2. And following that on Wednesday at home against Sacramento Republic. So getting on the home stretch of the season for Tacoma. Monarch's schedule looks like this. Back here in action on Wednesday night, September 9th, in a few days against Switchbacks FC. Then at home on Saturday against New Mexico United. Then the Timbers 2 coming on the 16th. And then on the road for 3 games. Some different games. Sierakowski ball played in, flag goes up. Sierakowski goes to ground, trying to slide and get on the end of that one. It does not get to it. 38th minute of play. You're at Zions Bank Stadium, Harriman, Utah. Zions Bank Real Academy. $78 million complex. The stadium being one of the main attractions here. And also the indoor fields, 2 full-size indoor fields. And a handful of fields just to the north of the stadium. Just behind Slayton's goal. Harris plays it wide to Powder. It's going to take a bounce. Powder settles it with his chest. Into Jack Blake. Blake has a couple defenders in front of him. Finds Coffee. Coffee just on top of the area. Back to Brody. Brody, he's going to go towards goal. Slashes across and tipped over the bar. Looked like a tip. And it will be a tip. And a corner kick coming from the Monarchs, as you'll see a replay. Look at this one. As Brody tried to go at it all on his own. May not have been a touch looking from the replay, but the Monarchs will get a corner kick, their 6th of this first half. 40th minute of play. Jack Blake will take the corner kick. Monarchs trying to see if they can double their lead. Courtesy of this corner kick. Swung inside the box, Sierakowski there. Sierakowski gets it, heads it down. Straight at the waiting arms Klinovsky. Eric Klinovsky on loan for the remainder of the 2020 season. Fans follow the Real Monarchs and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Tacoma Defiance going to try to lock in the Monarchs in their own half. Throw-in coming just in front of the corner flag. Deep in the Monarchs defense. Blake gets a head on it. Still inside the area. Cut off by Jimenez. The Monarchs release the pressure. Harris trying to find Jack Blake. Good job there by Kitahara. Diaz. Powder read that book nicely. Goes forward, finds Sierakowski. Powder's going to be wide if he can find him. Dayon Harris keeps it going forward. Harris gets around the defense. Harris trying to find Sierakowski. Sierakowski sat on top of the 18, waiting for the return pass, and it'll be cut off by Tacoma. 42nd minute late here in the first half. Monarchs nursing a 1-0 lead, seeing if they can try to double it. Tacoma, see if they can muster anything here to end the first half. Arriaga, the goal scorer. Luke Mulholland was spent a handful of time with this Monarch side here this year and last. So we help the Monarchs win the title. Ball played inside the box, and that one's almost going to be an own goal, as Rogers tried to get in front of it, kind of got caught up by the turf, and almost placed it in the back of his own net as Sierakowski was right in the range. And he had his own keeper frozen. Corner kick coming for the Monarchs. Number 7. Jack Blake from the near side. He's going to swing it in with the right foot. 43rd minute. Jack Blake, corner kick inside the box, punched away by the keeper. Jimenez going to track it down. He'll let it go out the opposite side, and it'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs. Moberg is going to walk over, and he'll take the long throw-in. Brody was going over there, but Moberg will head over to take the long throw-in for the Monarchs. Moberg looked to play it inside the box to Dayon Harris. On top of the 18 to Powder. Powder can hit it from here. Powder with a crack! And it looked like it was in just wide. Hits the black pole behind the goal, and that was rattling, as he had all the pace in the world, just not able to keep it quite on frame. As we get a replay look here, he might have had the keeper beaten as it was rising, but just wide. Klinovsky stands at 6'6", 26-year-old from Lincoln Park, New Jersey. Got a big frame in goal. One of those guys is going to be tough to beat. Able to stretch to all parts of his net. Vargas. Back to Mueller. Kitahara. In. Mulholland. Defending him. Ball played forward. Vargas gets the return pass, picks up his head. Moberg in front of him. Ball played inside the box. And the back post was wide open for Gonzalez. He was holding his mouth, hoping that someone was going to see him in a position to get a shot on goal. There's an opportunity by Robles. Robles just not able to wrap his foot around the ball. What was panning out to be a decent opportunity as he was able to get around Captain Jack Blake. 45th minute here in Harriman, Utah. Thanks for tuning in on ESPN+. the KSL app, and Sirius XM. Slayton, big goal kick, plays it high and long. Rogers comes up, gets a big touch. Moberg keeps it in. Mulholland, he's going to try to play the crossfield pass. Opportunity, Diaz. Diaz cuts in. He's dispossessed from behind. Coffey, he's going to go forward. Coffey plays it forward towards Jack Blake. Jack Blake in the area. And out comes the keeper. Jack Blake goes to grounds. Jack Blake up. And stoppage time was announced. Stoppage time is brought to you by America First Credit Union, the official credit union of the Real Monarchs. 4 minutes of stoppage time here for the first half. Mueller, USL Championship veteran. Burke Gilroy cuts in.
Higher, Taylor.
Kitahara.
Low block, Ethan. Higher. Low block, Ethan.
Sota Kitahara found himself dropping in between the center backs a couple times tonight. Mueller, big switch, trying to find Diaz, headed by Powder. Rides a decent opportunity. Ball inside the box, sliding away. I think Jimenez was trying to get out of the way, slides, kind of rotates his body, and it'll be last touch by Tacoma Defiance. Goal kick coming for the Monarchs. So we're unofficially through 2 minutes of the 4. Sierakowski will go for a header. Mueller wins it. It goes backwards.
This way. This way.
Kitahara
Good, sir.
to Rogers. Back to Kitahara, and it's going to be swung wide to the far side, cut off by Andrew Brody, but actually he'll let it roll. Throwing for the Monarchs. They can get a ball. So draw it over to the nearest ball. It's for the signal from the referee where the throw-in needs to be taken. Forward to Sierakowski. Sierakowski settles. Back to his teammates. Dayon Harris, nice little turn. Open things up. Ball played wide. Powder's going to get on the end of it. Or Gilroy to Arriaga. Arriaga back to Powder. Powder's going to keep it in. Powder sizes up the defense, plays it inside the box, takes a heavy deflection. It'll be out for a corner kick. The Monarchs are producing a handful of different corners through 3 of the 4 unofficially. Late here in the first half. Monarchs going to try to capitalize on their 8th corner kick of the first half. It's going to be swung in here from the near side. Jack Blake, the captain. Lofting, driven ball, excuse me. Deflected away. Arriaga's going to chase it down. Arriaga and Heinz. There's a conversation between our center referee and Rogers. It'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs.
We're going to get one decision in this game.
Rogers.
Like 45 minutes, we haven't had one decision.
Maybe asking for clarification from our center referee on why the foul wasn't called as they both went sliding in the challenge. Heinz and Arriaga. It looks like Heinz got the worst of it. It'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs.
In to go, 2 yards offside. Foul, not called. There's 2 teams here.
Through our 4 minutes. I assume we'll tack on a touch more. Coffey. Foul called. And that's the final, or the whistle for halftime here at Zions Bank Stadium. Monarchs are going to take a 1-0 lead to the locker room in something that hasn't been here for the Monarchs in 2020, a halftime lead. But man, the boys look sharp tonight, and optimism flowing through this side. On the opposite side, Tacoma looks very strong, having had a couple opportunities, maybe a little unlucky not to find the first goal of the game as it came off the bar. We're going to take a commercial break here at Zions Bank Stadium. Monarchs lead 1-0. We'll be back with first half highlights and thoughts after this. Today's halftime show is presented by America First Credit Union. If you need access to all-star financial products and services, America First is here to help. By MarketStar. Explore something more at MarketStar. Visit marketstar.com for careers. By Ford, America's best-selling brand. Great lease offers, big cashback, and low APR financing are waiting for you at your local Ford store. And by Les Olson & Sharp. Dominate the pitch with an agile workflow. Sharp and Les Olson Company, the official office technology partners of Real Salt Lake.
We all have needs, hopes, and dreams. Things to do, places to go, and a life to live. And whatever goals you have, America First is here to help you achieve them. We're here to provide the financial tools and services you need to take care of your family, your home, or your business. We're here to help you keep moving forward. Whatever you need for what matters most, we're here to help. America First, federally insured by NCUA.
Hey Justin, Jeanette, what's going on?
Hey DJ, we're just trying to find out ways to keep fans in RSL gear.
And I'm contemplating how to use this F-150 to fight hunger in Utah.
Oh, I got it. Have this sweet RSL neck wrap. And thanks to Ford, you can have one too. All proceeds are going to go to help the Utah Food Bank feed families in need. We're hoping to raise $50,000.
Fashion that fights hunger? Now this is a winning combination. Can I get a high five?
Really?
$18,000 can fill a pool of sweet lime jello, buy your personal doggy copter, or maybe get that sweet pair of diamond-encrusted jeans you've always needed.
Needed?
Nobody puts diamondless denim on these crocodiles.
You'll have to excuse Chuck. He's a little full of himself since we bought and sold our home using Homey.
I saved enough money using Homey to move this family thrice. That means 3 times.
If you need to buy a new home, or you want to get the most out of selling your current home, check out Homey today.
Here, in places less known, between Utah's mighty 5 national parks, there are moments that surprise you. Between generations and between friends. Somewhere between what you expected and what you never imagined. Start planning at visitutah.com.
Atlas Disposal is dedicated to preserving the spaces we share.
We also understand the importance of sustaining our resources.
We're proud to bring our operations to Utah with technologies like zero-emission vehicles and a new recycling system coming to Rio Tinto Stadium starting in 2020.
Together, we can keep Utah beautiful and sustainable for generations to come.
Johnny, I saw that.
See, kids, she does have eyes in the back of her head, but you can help her keep her eyes on the road to get you home safe and sound.
That's good advice.
Protecting those you love is your top priority, but others may not be so careful. If you've been injured in an accident, choose an attorney who will look out for you all along the way so you don't get blindsided by the insurance companies. Craig Swap and Associates, one call, that's all.
I swear to fulfill, to the best of my ability, this covenant.
Every doctor takes an oath,
but not every doctor gets to practice it to its fullest.
I will apply for the benefit of the sick all measures required of me.
There's a new healthcare system built around the way you live and the way our profession has sworn it to be.
And may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help.
May I be a steward of the new healthcare.
$18,000 can fill a pool of sweet lime jello, buy your personal doggy copter, or maybe get that sweet pair of diamond-encrusted jeans you've always needed.
Nobody puts diamondless denim on these crocodiles.
You'll have to excuse Chuck. He's a little full of himself since we bought and sold our home using Homey.
I saved enough money using Homey to move this family thrice. That means 3 times.
If you need to buy a new home or you want to get the most out of selling your current home, check out Homey today.
The RSL Foundation is the philanthropic arm of Real Salt Lake. We connect players to the community, enhance elementary education, build leadership through soccer, and highlight environmentally sustainable projects in Utah. To contribute to these programs and others like it, get your RSL license plate, where $25 from each purchase goes to support RSL Foundation initiatives.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
Lapa flicks it up for Brett. It's an outstanding combination, and a winning combination at that.
Now out wide to Aiden Daniels. Daniels one-on-one, steps away from the jam, curls and scores!
6 bodies in the box to aim at. Flipped and saved by Parker.
There's a chance now. Opportunity, finds the back of the net. Stavros Zarakostas.
Our first McDivitt corner kick of the second half, and there's another save from Abe Rodriguez. What about this show from the goalkeeper?
Into the box it goes. It's Ortiz on the half volley, and Charlotte take the lead.
He'll step into it over the bar, and he scored! Great shot by Cuevas as he sent it over the wall.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
Back here live at the halftime break here at Zions Bank Stadium. The home side leading 1-0 here against the Tacoma Defiance. It's what's been an exciting game so far. Let's check out the USL Championship Team of the Week for Week 10. Our Player of the Week, Ryan James, 2 goals, helping his team with the victory against Hartford Athletic. Also on the list, Smith, Lakeva, Rebellion, who played against the Monarchs, scoring the game winner. Let's check out the news and notes around the USL Championship. San Antonio FC, the last remaining undefeated team in the regular season, with a 3-1 victory against Rio Grande Valley FC. They opened the season against the Monarchs with a 1-0 victory. Dane Kelly, the forever strong Dane Kelly, becoming the 5th player in league history to register 200 regular season appearances, joining the 200 club. For him, let's check out the scores around the USL Championship. So we've had some games in action and also some games to come this weekend. Pittsburgh, like with the 2-0 victory. The Union fall to Atlanta United 2-1. North Carolina FC are winners 2-1 against Birmingham Legion FC. Timbers fall to Sacramento Republic 2-1 in a late goal for Mark Bragg's side. And Miami FC falls 3-0 to the Tampa Bay Rowdies as that scores around the USL Championship with a handful of games happening tomorrow night. Let's check out some highlights from the first half. And what was pretty exciting is we get to take a look at the goal from Luis Arriaga, the homegrown, as he was able to just get in that perfect position to make sure it glanced off his head, and a beautiful ball there from Dayon Harris. As he was our player to watch at the start of the match tonight. So we're going to handful of looks at that opportunity, and it just looked like Mueller was a step or two behind on the play, just not able to get there. So we also get a look at the opportunity from Jack Blake, the captain for the Monarchs, led the side to the USL Championship. They're the 2019 title winners. Victory over Louisville City, as we're going to see a save by the keeper. And Klinowski has had himself a fairly good night. He's been where he needs to be for the most part. That goal was one that really just could not do much about, as it was a beautiful opportunity. But the Monarchs have had a lot of chances towards goal. Not all of them have been on frame, but they have had some opportunities, and I would expect to see that to continue in the second half. If you're Hamas and Olave, what needs to happen for this side here in the second half is more of the same for the first half, because we hadn't seen it from this Monarch side. We hadn't seen a side that would wanted to come out with the confidence that they have tonight, and that goal really just kind of lit things up, and you'd see players take cracks from deep. On the opposite side, for Chris Little's side, things need to change up top. Diaz seems like he's active, has found himself in space, but has not been able to put himself in between the center backs or in a spot where he is capable of scoring goals. And he is very capable. 4 goals, 1 assist. Like we mentioned, an academy player, having spent time with the U20s of Puerto Rico as well. You're seeing fans in the crowd, socially distancing. I think it's the family of Julian Vasquez there. Both teams back out on the pitch. So we'll see if either side is going to make a substitution. Looks like both sides will come out with the same 11 they had on the pitch to start the game. Thank all those of you tuning in tonight. Bear with me as I'm all by myself here in the booth tonight. Missing my partner in crime tonight, Tom Hackett. Monarchs looking to break their 4-game losing streak. On the opposite side, Tacoma sitting on a 3-game losing streak. Both sides would love nothing more than to take away some points tonight. The Monarchs desperately could use all 3 points. Tacoma Defiance in their white tops, black shorts, and white socks. Monarchs in their all blue kits, with Market Star across the chest. We're moments away from getting started here in the second half. What will happen here in the next 45? Crowd giving a little dance moves here. See what happens. Like we mentioned earlier, only 6 players on the bench for Chris Little. Lee, Reynolds, Villanueva, Fernandez, Perez, and Serrano. On the opposite side for the Monarchs, Beavers, Farnsworth, Brown, Avila, Davis, Gallardo, and Vasquez. They're waiting for the signal, the in-stadium crew, to get this game underway here in the second half. Tacoma will play it back. Rogers. Or to Burt Gilroy. Bring it around. Jimenez will play it forward. Missing in action tonight. Taylor Pay. Stalwart for the Monarchs. Center back position. Jimenez replaces him alongside James Moberg tonight. Ball out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs. Got a player down. Looks like Rogers grasping at his right foot. He's on one knee, holding his right foot. Look at the toes on his right foot. He's going to try to jump up and shake it off. Love to see that if you're Chris Little. Seattle, Washington native. 2019 started 18 out of 20 games for the Defiance. Powder. Zigzagging through. Gets dispossessed. Heads it forward. Excuse me, Moberg heads it forward. It'll be out of play and a throw-in coming. Dobler. Ethan Dobler. Hold on from behind. It'll be a free kick for Tacoma. Quickly going forward. Jack Blake using some experience, lets that one ride. He'll quickly take the throw in. Jimenez plays the ball forward, trying to find his teammate. Kitahara comes sliding in. It'll be a throw in again for the Monarchs. Midfield stripe just in front of the fourth official. Brody gets the return pass from Mulholland. Brody dancing, weaving, trying to find. Finds Coffee, who gets the ball taken off his feet. Ball played back to Jimenez. Dayon Harris. He'll cut inside. Gets around Heinz. Heinz has to grab on and commits the foul. Powder calling for it on the far side. Jimenez will get it. Crosses the midfield stripe. Over to Powder. Powder picks up his head. No options in front of him. He'll look to go backwards. Brody. I mentioned Group A, difficult group for Tacoma Defiance. Reno sitting on 21 points, 7 wins and a plus 11 goal differential. Sacramento 17 points, 5 wins and a plus 5 goal differential, led by former Monarchs head coach Mark Briggs. We always love to see him have success. That one gonna go up and over the crossbar. And it'll be a corner kick, the second of the evening for Tacoma Defiance, first in the second half. Robles will take the corner kick for Tacoma. He's gonna take it from the far side. He's gonna swing it in with the left foot. Mueller making a near post run. Ball inside the box, headed away by Moberg. Dayon Harris, all by himself. Dayon Harris gets around the first one. Jack Blake streaming forward. Arriaga, can he find Blake? Jack Blake inside. Jack Blake with the keeper. Jack Blake stutters, takes a shot, and defended nicely by Burt Gilroy. Jack Blake just didn't have the wheels to get in completely behind the defense of the Defiance. Blake into Harris. Harris with it. Harris back to Powder. Monarchs will reset. Mulholland. Back to Moberg. Moberg's gonna come forward. Monarchs just can't find a gap to play it through. 51st minute of play, Monarchs lead 1-0. courtesy of a first half goal by Arriaga. Brody trying to get it wide to Harris. Harris unable to keep it in. Flicks it up and out of the stadium. Quickly taken by Defiance. See if they can maybe counter. Tune in to KMYU Saturday at 5:30 p.m. to catch RSL against Minnesota United. Against the Loons. Marshall on TV says RSL is going duck hunting. Makes you have all the feels of the old regular Nintendo game where you have to stand right next to the screen with the controller. Thankfully, graphics have gotten a lot better as you're seeing some wonderful camera work. Production from our awesome team here behind me at Zions Bank Stadium. Ball along the back line. 52nd minute of play. Ball played forward. Gonzalez, he'll settle. Brody comes rushing in, takes it off Gonzalez. Dayon Harris is going to ground. Dayon Harris holding his head. One of those things that you see if there's ever a head injury. We quickly get on training staff. I'm not quite sure what happened to him. Center referee checking his watch. Dan Harris is up. Looks to be okay. Asking for water. Join us Wednesday, September 9th, right here at Zions Bank Stadium for a Rocky Mountain clash with the Colorado Switchbacks FC. Tickets are limited, so call 844-REAL-TICKS or visit realmonarchs.com now. Monarchs controlling the match so far. Like a side that want to see their first victory here at Zions Bank Stadium 2020. Back heel there. Probably not the best idea by Robles. It'll turn into an opportunity for the Monarchs. Ford trying to find Coffee, but cut off by Rogers. Can the counterattack come from Tacoma? Ball's out wide. Flag stays down. Moberg on the defense. Moberg pushed in, shot towards Slayton, and Slayton collects. So we'll get a replay look at that. Slayton had his posts covered, took it right in the chest. Possessions tonight so far, 54-46 for the Monarchs.
Okay, yes, Alec! Yes, Alec!
Both teams, 3 offside calls.
Go down, go down!
Number that matters so far, 1-0 Monarchs. Brody, he'll cross the midfield stripe, trying to play a ball forward. And it looks like he knew where he wanted to go, right into Coffee. Just mishit it, drove it far and long. Quickly taken. Rogers out wide. Ball can find the run. Flag up as Gonzalez again found himself all alone as Brody and Harris have been caught quite far forward. The ball could not get across as Vargas was in an offside position. 55th minute of play. Oberg. Back to Slayton. Slayton, big touch, plays it with his left foot, trying to find Powder. Powder tries to keep it in.
Good, that's well done. Come on back, tempo.
for Tacoma. Swung along, Kitahara. Mueller, most experienced player in the USL Championship. Ball played forward. Gonzalez and Jimenez are in a battle. Gonzalez goes to ground. And the Monarchs retain possession. Or regain possession. Sierakowski going to chase forward. Sierakowski and Rogers go challenging. Sierakowski goes out of play. Rogers gets the best of Sierakowski. No foul called.
Yes, come on, keep probing. Take your space, Taylor.
Bad giveaway. Arriaga looking forward. Arriaga trying to find Sierakowski. Ball was kind of behind him. Good little turn there from Blake trying to open it up. And the Monarchs scuff an opportunity that could have been big. Diaz and Moberg going to a foot race. Moberg able to get there first. Heavy touch there from Slayton. But quickly able to distribute. Moberg's going to hold up his hand. Just be calm. Moberg will turn there. Gets up to Arriaga. Arriaga to Powder. The Coffee. Monarchs maintaining a nice bit of possession here. Blake or to Sierakowski. He might have been just a touch offside.
Tight there, don't let him turn. Taylor, come on.
Going to be a free kick for Tacoma. Like I've mentioned a couple times, Monarchs seeking their first home win of 2020. First clean sheet. So far, they're doing so here through the 58th. Tacoma trying to break their 3-game winless skid. They're coming off losses to the Lights, Sacramento Republic, and Reno through early August. A lot of these kids have had complete success throughout their careers at the academy level. Dallas Cup just recently. A couple of them. Beating the likes of Valencia. All played forward. Mueller rises high, the captain, to win that one. Sierakowski's going to have a chance here. Sierakowski gets a big touch, and Mueller just able to do enough to poke it away. As the Monarchs are going to get a corner kick here in the second half. Corner kick coming. Jack Blake's going to take it. Monarchs have their players up, stretching in the corner by where Jack Blake will take the corner. Tacoma Defiance has their players up, stretching as well. Looks like Tacoma's going to make their first substitution here momentarily. 59th minute. Jack Blake swings it in, looking back post, headed away. Still inside the 18. Sierakowski, but cleared away finally by Tacoma.
That can't happen.
Powder gets to the ball first. Arriaga back to Powder. Monarchs will slow things up, let the team get back into position. Slayton forward to Moberg, now wide to Brody. Two guys that have been with this Monarch side for quite some time. Sierakowski forward, flag comes up. Sierakowski was a few feet, maybe a few yards offside in that situation. But a decent idea by the Monarchs as they're trying to find Sierakowski up over top, see if he can split the center backs. Kitahara, Rogers, Bert Gilroy, to Vargas. Jack Blake opens it up wide. To Andrew Brody here on the near side. Brody running forward. Brody has options in front of him, tries to find a couple different players. Skips in front. Jack Blake, like he was going to take a crack, looked like it was a handball, and he'll get the warning from our center referee for taking the hit after the foul was called. I think he's saying in one of those situations, I just didn't hear the whistle. Couldn't pull it back quick enough. RSL makes their long-awaited return to the Riot to face last year's MVP Carlos Vela in LAFC on September 9th. Catch all the action right here on the KSL TV app with the pregame starting at 7 p.m. That game being made up from a week and a half ago. Dayon Harris, Burke Gilroy in front of him. Finds Sierakowski inside the box. Sierakowski, heavy touch. Confusion inside the box. Dobler and Klonowski kind of come together, and it looked like they just kind of got caught up together as Dobler kind of pushed down Klonowski, and it'll go out for another corner kick for the Monarchs. Third of this second half. Jack Blake will again take the corner kick right in front of the Monarchs substitutes. Blake plays the ball in. Coffey gets his head on it, just can't redirect it towards goal. As Rogers lifts his hand, trying to mention that he wasn't tight enough. So we're going to see two substitutions here shortly from Tacoma. Foul called on Luke Mulholland, and he gets the enough warning. As we're going to see Fernandez, Villanueva come on. Fernandez is going to come in. And coming out is Kitahara. As Villanueva is going to come on and replace Heinz. The 22-year-old actually made his debut in 2015 against the Monarchs in a 2-1 loss. As Fernandez and Villanueva will come on. Villanueva is going to slide in right where Heinz was playing. Kind of the left back, or excuse me, left wing position. Excuse me. Villanueva is going to slide in the left wing, and Fernandez is going to slide in the left back position. Ball played inside the box. Decent ball just over the head of Diaz. As Diaz tries to collect, it'll go out the opposite side. It'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs. Colin Fernandez, former Phoenix Rising player. Alex Villanueva. Quite a bit of experience for him. Like we talked about, winning the Champions Division at the Generation Adidas Cup last year, defeating Valencia, River Plate, and West Ham United. Those young players. Lancaster, California native. Signed a deal with Tacoma Defiance in 2019. Fernandez picks up his head. Out wide to Gonzalez. Villanueva running forward. Fresh legs, he's getting down the wing. He's been a good asset to the game so far. Ball takes a deflection. Looked like it could have been a handball. But Slayton lays down on it. We'll take a replay look on the camera. Villanueva did a nice job to get up the wing. Plays a ball inside the box. The first look just doesn't give us quite that angle we need to see, but it might have been a handball, but nothing called. And no opportunity to replay it here at the USL Championship. Adjustments being made by Hamas and Olave as he has a conversation with Andrew Brody, because Villanueva has come into this match and is lit up the near side. Here the put the Monarchs in kind of a dangerous position. Two quick balls inside the box. One, a great opportunity. One over the head of Diaz. Villanueva is going to throw it in at the midfield stripe. Brody's going to be called for the foul on Robles. Yet to see a yellow card. As Brody slides out, pushes out for another throw-in. Villanueva's going to throw it in for a second time. Brody heads it away. Sierakowski. Gives it right back to Villanueva. Monarchs look like they're going to make their first substitution an academy product. It looks like Bodie Davis, Kaysville, Utah native, will be coming on shortly. Ball in the corner. Powder plays it off Tacoma, and it'll be a goal kick. Nice job there by Noah Powder in the corner to tap it off Vargas for a goal kick. Substitution here being made in the 67th minute. Bodie Davis, recent signing for the Monarchs, will come on to replace Ryan Sierakowski. Bodie Davis is going to get an opportunity to show himself up top alongside Kyle Coffey. We've seen him a couple times in the role out wide, but tonight he'll play right alongside Kyle Coffey. Jimmy Slayton will take the goal kick here in the 67th. Slayton plays it high and long. Bodie Davis gets a nice header on it, and Dayon Harris is going to rush forward, but Rogers quickly had to play it wide. Dayon Harris almost played himself in. Or a ball off the head of Bodie Davis. Villanueva. He'll play it wide to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cuts in, right into Luke Mulholland. Mulholland came to be the destroyer in a situation like that. As Coffey's gonna be fouled from behind by Fernandez. As Coffey takes exception to Fernandez. Scuffle ensues. Fernandez is probably arguing that he gracefully fell. But a little scuffle there, nonetheless, as we get a replay look at Mulholland coming across. We're yet to see a yellow card. Mulholland's up, back up, kind of grimacing a little bit in pain. Monarchs have options on the bench if they want to go that direction to replace Mulholland. Avila and Brown could play in more of that defensive midfield role if they needed to. Looks like Chris Little is going to make a couple more substitutions. One of the things to remember, you can have 5 substitutions here, but in 3 instances, with halftime not counting here in 2020. So really, he's made 2. Make it, looks like what, another double substitution. We'll have 1 left. Ball's gonna roll out, and it'll be a corner kick coming from the Monarchs. Looks like Villanueva didn't exactly know where he was along that line. 4th corner kick of the second half coming for the Monarchs. Corner kick coming for Blake. Jack Blake gonna play this one in. Right-footed ball towards the near post. Davis making the near post run, unable to get to it. Andrew Brody settles. Ball out wide to Dayon Harris. He'll track it down in the corner. Harris, a lot of green grass in front of him. He takes it in. He's gonna take a crack. And a good look at goal as he saw a lot in front of him. No one closed him down, but it'll take another deflection. It'll be another corner kick for the Monarchs. Serrano and Perez will come on here shortly for Tacoma. Blake will go out for another corner kick. Ball played in, bouncing around, still inside the box. Arriaga takes a crack. They'll take a deflection. It'll go out for a throw-in just in front of the corner flag. Monarchs look like they're pushing for that second goal. So we're gonna see the double substitution here as Perez will come on and replace Diaz. He had a pretty solid night, just no goals to show for it. And Serrano's going to come on and replace Dobler. Moberg going to step up to take the long corner, the long throw in, excuse me. He'll quickly take it into Dayon Harris, back to Moberg, over to Brody. Brody to Mulholland. Monarchs swinging it around, keeping possession.
Come on, Ray! Come on, Ray!
Powder didn't have any options. He'll play it back to Mulholland. Mulholland picks up his head, trying to find runners forward. He's going to elect to go towards the corner, towards Arriaga. And Mueller will see that one out, and it'll be a goal kick for Klinovsky.
Ref, you got the clock, yeah?
There, Klinovsky. As Mulholland's down, looks like he's just not feeling it. Monarchs are going to have to make a substitution, it looks like. Be shocked not to see Brown or Avila come on here in the next few. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for the Monarchs or Tacoma Defiance, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on the next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. So we're going to take our hydration break here in the second half. Monarchs still leading 1-0 here in the 72nd minute of play. Mulholland still down on the pitch. Getting some assistance. Looks like to his right knee. That's not a good sign as he played that ball forward. Let's check out some replay highlights as Jack Blake going forward. He just didn't have the wheels to get through that one. Looked like if he maybe would have taken a second earlier, he'd have had an opportunity on goal. On the opposite side, Slayton covered one up. And then Dayon Harris played it into Sierakowski. And Sierakowski just took a heavy touch. And if it wasn't for a heavy touch, I think he gets a shot on frame on Klinovsky. Looks like we're going to see the substitution as we see another replay look of an opportunity created by Villanueva. It comes off what looks like the back of Noah Powder, not the arm, which I think a lot of people would question in that opportunity. Their final replay look was Dayon Harris taking a shot on frame. As Mulholland's night is done, and Villanueva, or excuse me, Sam Brown will come on, the Harvard product. On the road, can't watch the match? Tune in to Sirius XM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Meola, and Rodney Marsh. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week along with the action from MLS and the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League. Sirius XM FC channel 157 on your Sirius XM radio and the Sirius XM app. So we'd like to thank all those of you tuning in there tonight for the match.
Referee, how many?
Dayon Harris will be called for the foul.
That's too easy. Ref, how many? Every time tactical foul, slow the game
Swung
down.
along the back line. Mueller over to Rogers. Two big center backs, ball played forward. Flag stays down. Ball inside the box, clipped away, still inside the area, and up and over the crossbar. It'll be a goal kick coming for the Monarchs. Jimmy Slayton will take the goal kick. Again, looking for his first clean sheet of his professional career. Monarchs having made 2 substitutions. 3 left if they opt to go that way. A couple likely guys to come onto the match. Defiance having made 4 substitutions, 1 left. Ball played inside the box. Bodie Davis was playing it in towards Kyle Coffey. He's a couple yards in front of him. Klinowski comes off his line and collects. Villanueva looking forward to Perez, their substitute. Robles plays it back. Brody Davis quickly going in towards Mueller. Mueller's one of those guys that you just have to love. His work, his years of service in the USL Championship. Part of his deal coming back home for 2 years. Going to be an academy coach under Chris Little. A side that we've talked about. Garth Lagerway, former general manager of Real Salt Lake, current general manager of Seattle Sounders. He's a guy that believes in the academy, and it's truly paid dividends for both sides. And we can talk about the academy, Starfire, and the wonderful things that have happened for Tacoma from their academy, and you're seeing some of these products, these guys that are here, ball played inside the box, cut off by the Monarchs. Boberg will push it wide. He's gonna go forward, keeps it in, gets around one defender, gets it up to Coffey. Coffey turns. He gets away from a defender as well, then's taken down, no foul called. Rogers steps into it. Rogers looking forward, trying to find Fernandez. Jimenez there to track him. Slayton, one touch on the foots, collects, and he'll look to play it forward. Pulling everybody forward, getting everybody up. 77th minute of play, Monarchs still lead 1-0. Trying to see this game out. It doesn't seem like they're the side that's gonna sit in and play defense. You can tell they still smell blood in the water and wanna find number 2. Klinowski. Over to Mueller. 17,000 minutes of play for him. Just unbelievable when you think about the time that he has played. You got a few guys on the field that have only played a couple hundred minutes. Well, he's played 17,000. Jack Blake getting around. Bodie Davis inside the 18. Davis picks up his head. Can he find Coffey? In towards Coffey, takes a deflection. And Bodie Davis, you have to wonder, could he have been a little more selfish and had an opportunity on goal? Monarchs cut that one off. And Powder rushes forward. Powder into Coffey. Coffey out wide to Harris. Plays building inside the box. Bodie Davis tries to leave it. It'll go out for another corner kick. Monarchs with number 6 here in the second half. 8 in the first half, 6 here in the second half. Corner number 14. 79th minute. Jack Blake gonna serve it in from the near side. Driven ball inside the box, finding Jimenez. Headed right out back to Jack Blake. Blake settles again, plays it inside the box, punched away. And a ball towards Sam Brown. Sam Brown tries to put his left foot through it. Catches a little bit more on the upper part of his foot. It'll sail up and out of play. A lot going on in the USL Championship right now as we're starting to enter the late stretch of the season. As Fernandez goes down, it looks like Sam Brown caught him.
You're gonna let this happen in the game. If you did it the first time, this wouldn't happen.
There's frustration coming from Rogers as you see
every single time. Boom, 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 every time.
Fernandez down.
5 times ago, the player doesn't get injured.
Frustrated. Our center referee is going to go over and talk to Fernandez. Having a conversation with Fernandez, frustrated. He was asking for a foul called to be called on Sam Brown, and our center referee is going to come over and talk to Bennett Savage here on the near side. Nope, just going to come over and pick up the ball. It's going to be a drop ball. It's going to drop it to Villanueva. And we'll have a restart. Looks like Tacoma's going to make their final substitution.
Higher, Alex. Higher, Alex.
So it's going to be Reynolds coming on. Ball taken away. Noah Powder's going to track back. We're going to see the Englishman coming on here momentarily. UNC Wilmington grad. Nice ball there by Jack Blake. Gets around Villanueva. Dayon Harris trying to find the return pass to Jack Blake. Bodie Davis out wide of him. Dayon Harris cuts in inside the area. Played in. Looks like what was a handball. A lot of players calling for it. Nothing called.
Keep the ball down.
Sam Brown, center of the park. Gets it to Arriaga. 82nd minute. Brown back to Blake, the captain. Picks up his head. Into Harris, back to Blake. Blake tries to drive the ball across to Coffey. Takes a deflection. It's Marlon Vargas. His night will be done. And Reynolds will come on for him. Mentioned the UNC Wilmington graduates. Vargas was the 4th player born in 2001-2002 to sign a professional contract with Tacoma Defiance. Throw in. Andrew Brody takes one off the backside. Jimenez does it back to Moberg. To Sam Brown.
Come on, Ray, higher, Ray. Go, Ray.
Moberg out wide.
Up, Daddy.
To Powder back into Brown. Brown's going to go forward, picks up his head, sees a few options, tries to play it wide to Bodie Davis. Looks like he wasn't able to get it around. Tried to play it with the right foot, the outside of the right foot, just wasn't able to bend it, and it goes straight out of bounds. And it'll be an opportunity for Tacoma to swing it along their back line. Back into the midfield to Fernandez. Fernandez picks up his head, stopped by Bodie Davis. He'll find Rogers. You have to wonder at this point, does Chris Little start to adjust the formation to provide some opportunities forward? It's one of those times where you kind of got to go for broke here in the 83rd. Reynolds out wide to Villanueva. Back to Reynolds. Jimenez comes sliding through. Jack Blake there. Jack Blake finds Harris. The tired legs getting to the Monarchs. Fernandez in. Played out. Another opportunity going out wide. Runners in the box. Fernandez, top of the area. Fernandez trying to slip it through. Jimenez clears it, but not completely. Davis going to settle under it. Mueller wins the header. Monarchs need to settle in if they're going to close this game up. Ball played forward, too far in front of Villanueva. The USL's elite pre-professional platform, USL Academy, allows clubs across the USL to build a pathway to pro soccer by bringing together top local youth talent. Following the success of the first Academy Cup events, clubs can now apply to participate in the USL Academy League, kicking off in spring of 2021. For more information, visit usl-academy.com or search hashtag USL Academy on social media. Moberg headed forward. Mueller comes pushing through to win the other header. Takes a deflection. Jack Blake picks up his head, saw the keeper off his line. You had to wonder for a second if he was going to try to take a crack. He has Brody overlapping around his right side. Blake running inside the box, trying to find Arriaga back stick. And Arriaga's run just a touch too slow to get under that one. Quickly taken by Tacoma. Ball played forward. And the flag stays down. Ball inside the box. Slayton pushes it away. Robles' second opportunity. And Slayton there. Robles just didn't get enough on that one. Two golden opportunities there. Here in the 85th for Tacoma. Just could not capitalize as the first opportunity came from Gonzalez. Slayton did a good job to push it away. The ball played all the way forward by Slayton. Big long ball. Looks like the Monarchs are going to make another substitution quickly. It's Julian Vasquez is going to come onto the match. 86th minute of play. Tacoma pushing here in the last few. Monarchs quickly trying to make 2 substitutions. It looks like Farnsworth and Vasquez will come on. Villanueva, Reynolds. If you're Chris Little, you've got to like what you're seeing here in the last few. All inside the box. Boberg there, right into the waiting arms of Slayton. 86th minute, getting late here at Zions Bank Stadium. Can the Monarchs collect the full 3 points? Will Tacoma play the disruptor? Slayton puts it on the ground. He'll play it forward, trying to find Harris. Harris and Villanueva rise up. It's headed out, and it'll be a throw-in. As Andrew Brody's going to walk and take his sweet time to take the throw-in. One of the things you're afforded when you have a lead. All headed forward. Bodie Davis have to put in the work here with his fresh legs. Rogers plays it wide. Monarchs putting a little bit of pressure. Tacoma able to get out. Job there by Tacoma to get it wide. Mueller to Reynolds. Second half substitutes. He'll get it right back. Blake did a good job. We get to ground. Good spatial awareness. Gets it over his head to Dayon Harris. Harris trying to play it forward to Davis. Too far out in front. 88 minutes here at Zions Bank Stadium. Monarchs have 2 substitutes at the center of the pitch, ready to come on with our 4th official. Next dead ball, we'll see them enter the match. Tacoma crosses the midfield stripe, trying to get around Arriaga. Blake there, applies a little bit of pressure. Reynolds, he'll get it wide. Villanueva out wide of him. Villanueva makes like he's going to play it in. Ball swung inside the box, headed away. Moberg was shoved from behind. I believe, not quite sure who that was, but shoved. As we're going to see Dayon Harris exit the match, and Julian Vasquez come on for him for the final 2 and change. And then Farnsworth into the match. Excuse me, Dayon Harris will come on, leave the match, and Farnsworth will into the match. And then Julian Vasquez is going to come on for Kyle Coffey. 89th minute of play. 2 homegrown products. Farnsworth, recent academy player. Julian Vasquez signed a homegrown deal with Real Salt Lake. Nibley, Utah. Davis rises up. Didn't win the header, called for the foul. Fernandez quickly takes it. Arriaga plays it forward, trying to find Julian Vasquez. Can't get it around Sam Rogers. Vasquez would have been in. He could have got around Rogers. Now's when you got to play defense if you're the Monarchs. Ball still inside the area. On top of the box, Reynolds, he was going to take a shot. Reynolds comes across with his left foot, takes a crack, goes up and over the bar quite high. Not really on frame. And a goal kick coming for the Monarchs. 90th minute of play, 1-0 Monarchs. Chris Little's side has not been shut out since 2019. Not mistaken, September 10th of 2019. So a long stretch not being shut out, but in danger of that here as we get late into this one. Sam Brown there on the defense. Davis trying to get it forward. Stoppage time is announced. American first stoppage time. the official credit union of the Real Monarchs. 5 minutes of stoppage time. It looked like 6 was shown the first time, then 5. So I think we'll go with 5 as the number for stoppage time, as indicated by our 4th official, Jordan Downs. Monarchs 5 and change. Both sides with the squads they're going to play this one out with. Sam Brown going to get it wide to Noah Powder. Powder's going to go towards the corner. As you can tell, he's quite gassed. Kind of takes a heavy couple touches, goes out, and it'll be a goal kick.
In behind Alex, in behind Alex. Easy.
Fernandez inside the center circle. He'll play it over to Rogers, chased by Vasquez. Out wide, ball played in. Headed up, Jimenez will clear it, but not completely. Reynolds in, but a bad ball. Sam Brown at the spot. Julian Vasquez, he'll try to keep it in play. He's going to be in a foot race with Rogers. Rogers gets there first. He has some heavy legs. His elevation starts to set in on guys. 4,700 feet here at Zions Bank Stadium. Unofficially through 2 minutes of our 5. Bodie Davis pushing along Reynolds. He'll push it out. It'll be a throw-in coming for Tacoma. Just little pushing everyone forward, trying to get Mueller in on the action, as well as Rogers. Big throw-in coming. All inside the box. Still inside the box. Still inside the area. And cleared by the Monarchs. It's going to go out for a throw-in in front of the Monarchs bench. Keeper will take the throw-in. Quickly in. Fernandez picks up his head. Vasquez right with him. Villanueva in space. Back to Fernandez. Fernandez, nice little shimmy and shake. Finds himself in space. Ball played to the opposite side of the pitch. Tacoma doing everything possible to see if they can salvage a point in this one. Villanueva. Played out wide, Reynolds. And Jack Blake comes across to clear it, puts it up into the stands. Wanted to say cheap seats there.
Where's the ball?
But up into the stands. Fernandez quickly into Mueller. Over to Rogers. He'll cross the halfway line. He'll go forward. Rogers looking for players in front of him, finds a gap. Right on top of the 18, cut off by the Monarchs. Julian Vasquez, can he hold up play? Vasquez trying to find Arriaga. Mueller did a good job. Make sure he played that into no space at all. Ball played up over top, and the ball was errant. So we're almost through 4 of the 5. Monarchs trying to see this one out as the clock continues to tick here at Zions Bank Stadium. Both teams look pretty gassed here late in this match. Tacoma haven't played in a couple weeks. Monarchs played on the weekend. Davis rises high. Julian Vasquez going to try to keep it in. He'll let it go out. It'll be a throw-in for the Monarchs. He'll leave it for Andrew Brody. 44 and a half unofficially. Brody gets it back to Davis. Davis trying to slide it through to Julian Vasquez. We'll go out for another Monarchs throw-in. Brody. As always, the Energizer Bunny. Vasquez played forward. It's still in the area. Big header there. I see it by Bodie Davis. Excuse me, on Bodie Davis. But he was frustrated to be knocked in place on the one before that. A free kick coming. We're through 5 as we're going to see a replay look. Looked like he got smashed through the first one, and he came through as a little bit of a retaliation on the second one. Klinovsky just in front of the Monarchs bench. He's going to try to loft this one forward. Monarchs holding a fairly high line, kind of on the final third, defensive third. It'll play forward to Reynolds. Reynolds going to try to play the ball forward, and our center referee indicates that is all she wrote here at Zions Bank Stadium. Monarchs with a 1-0 victory. Their first home win of 2020. As the Monarchs are going to move to 2-6-1 on the season with 7 points. And Tacoma is going to fall to 2-6-1 on the season. A lot of tired legs for the Monarchs with a good victory and a shutout performance tonight here at Zions Bank Stadium. Jimmy Slayton with his first professional shutouts. Congratulations to him. We'll toss it to a quick break, and we'll be back with final thoughts and some post-game after this.
We all have needs, hopes, and dreams. Things to do, places to go, and a life to live. And whatever goals you have, America First is here to help you achieve them. We're here to provide the financial tools and services you need to take care of your family, your home, or your business. We're here to help you keep moving forward. Whatever you need for what matters most, we're here to help. America First, federally insured by NCUA.
Here, in places less known, between Utah's mighty 5 national parks, there are moments that surprise you. Between generations and between friends. Somewhere between what you expected and what you never imagined. Start planning at visitutah.com.
Atlas Disposal is dedicated to preserving the spaces we share.
We also understand the importance of sustaining our resources.
We're proud to bring our operations to Utah with technologies like zero-emission vehicles and a new recycling system coming to Rio Tinto Stadium starting in 2020.
Together, we can keep Utah beautiful and sustainable for generations to come.
Hey Justin, Jeanette, what's going on?
Hey DJ, we're just trying to find out ways to keep fans in RSL gear.
And I'm contemplating how to use this F-150 to fight hunger in Utah.
Oh, I got it. Have this sweet RSL neck wrap. And thanks to Ford, you can have one too. All proceeds are going to go to help the Utah Food Bank feed families in need. We're hoping to raise $50,000.
Fashion that fights hunger? Now this is a winning combination. Can I get a high five?
Really?
We all have needs, hopes, and dreams. Things to do, places to go, and a life to live. And whatever goals you have, America First is here to help you achieve them. We're here to provide the financial tools and services you need to take care of your family, your home, or your business. We're here to help you keep moving forward. Whatever you need for what matters most, we're here to help. America First, federally insured by NCUA.
Hey Justin, Jeanette, what's going on?
Hey DJ, we're just trying to find out ways to keep fans in RSL gear.
And I'm contemplating how to use this F-150 to fight hunger in Utah.
Oh, I got it. Have this sweet RSL neck wrap. And thanks to Ford, you can have one too. All proceeds are going to go to help the Utah Food Bank feed families in need. We're hoping to raise $50,000.
Fashion that fights hunger? Now this is a winning combination. Can I get a high five?
Really?
Nice day for a ride.
Hey, you're Craig Swap.
You know, not everyone sees you when you're on two wheels. So stay alert and always keep your eyes on the path ahead.
That's good advice.
See you at the top.
Nice shorts.
You can't always predict what might sneak up and catch you by surprise. If you've been hurt by the carelessness of others, choose the law firm that will go the distance to get you the settlement you deserve. Craig Swap and Associates, one call, that's all.
The RSL Foundation is the philanthropic arm of Real Salt Lake. We connect players to the community, enhance elementary education, build leadership through soccer, and highlight environmentally sustainable projects in Utah. To contribute to these programs and others like it, get your RSL license plate, where $25 from each purchase goes to support RSL Foundation initiatives.
Tonight's post-game show is brought to you by Ford. All the power, all the tech, all the peace of mind is all behind the wheel of a Ford all-wheel drive SUV. Made to take on any road condition and priced to sell only at your local Ford stores. Ford, go further. Tune in to KMYU Sunday at 5:30 p.m. to catch RSL against Minnesota United. Also join us Wednesday, September 9th, right here at Zions Bank Stadium for a Rocky Mountain Clash with the Colorado Switchbacks FC. Tickets are limited, so call 844-REAL-TIC or visit realmonarchs.com. RSL takes their long-awaited return to the Riot to face last year's MVP Carlos Vela and LAFC on September 9th. Catch all the action right here on the KSL TV app when the pregame starts at 7 p.m. So we're back here at Zions Bank Stadium. Monarchs with the 1-0 victory and a good solid win for them to move to 2-6-1 on the season, 7 points, as that was a much needed win for the Monarchs to put them in a position to try to see if they can make the 2020 playoffs. We'll see how that plays off and what happens after this. Let's check out tonight's defensive play of the game, brought to you by Beeline Pest Control, your partner in defending your home from unwanted pests. Whatever the pest, Beeline is the best. As we get a look at a shot in on Jimmy Slayton as he pushes it away, as Gonzalez takes a nice shot as Brody went sliding by him, as he gets down to his left side, able to push it away, and then the return shot comes sliding through, and he picks it up to get the clean sheet. Jimmy Slayton, his first professional clean sheets with tonight's defensive play of the game. And you gotta love the performance from him tonight. That's exactly what the Monarchs needed. A good 1-0 victory. Truly anything. They needed to score goals and needed to get the defensive shutouts, and we're able to do both with a 1-0 victory. On the opposite side, Tacoma kind of now sitting in a position where they have to see what they can do. I know it's a tough stretch, and that's the challenge for them. Back on the road for them against the Timbers 2 on the 12th in the rematch and the makeup game that they have, but a very winnable game for them. Upcoming schedule for the Monarchs. Switchbacks FC coming to town 8 p.m. on the 9th, so in mid-next week. And then New Mexico on the weekend, a 12 p.m. kick here at Zions Bank Stadium. Then Portland comes into town, 8 p.m. kick. El Paso into town, and then on the road at Switchbacks FC. So some opportunities for the Monarchs, definitely some winnable games, some challenges. New Mexico, who has the Monarchs number, and has won 2 here at Zions Bank Stadium. But we'll see what this side can put up. From our wonderful team here at Zions Bank Stadium making all this happen, I'm Landon Southwick, and we'll catch you next time right here on ESPN Plus and Sirius XM FC. Today's game is brought to you by Ford, America's best-selling brand. Great lease offers, big cash back, and low APR financing are waiting for you at your local Ford store. By MarketStar. Explore something more at MarketStar. Visit marketstar.com for careers. By Steward Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of Real Monarchs. Visit stewardutah.org.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.